get right into it. All right, good morning, everyone. Today is Friday, the 17th day of May, 2013. Let's go over the results we had in the live trading room this morning. We had, let's start out with the gold. We had 23 ticks in gold. Crude oil, we were minus 8 ticks. Soybeans, we were plus 18 ticks. And the Russell, we were break even. Those were the trades, the markets that we actually traded on. That is, I found out where that echo is coming from. Okay, I just muted the echo, but I don't know. I'm going to turn it back on. Did you see where it was, Dwayne? It was the sound booth. Anyway, we had plus 23 ticks on gold, minus 8 ticks on crude, plus 18 ticks on soybeans, and that is where we ended the morning session. Okay, let me bring up my spreadsheet, and I'll show you where we ended. So far for the month. So far for the month of August, we are plus $3,675 a contract. Plus $36.75. Is that right? I guess it's right. I thought we're at. Let me do the math. 3,600. It's what? 18 times 12.5 plus 230 minus 80. 375. Were we at 3,300 yesterday? Something didn't add on. I don't think. Anyway, that's where we are on the month. Let me just total these down and make sure that they're all correct. Okay. We are at $3,675 per contract on the month, and we are currently. Just let me finish this. Hang on. I know I'm recording this, but it's just the pains. All right, $3,675 for the month. That's the gross number. The net number is $2,515 if you apply an $8 round turn commission to every single trade we took. So far this month, we've taken 145 trades. This morning, it took us 9 minutes and 1 trade to get our 2 points. We were up $160 after 9 minutes in our first trade. Okay, we took a total of 11 trades today. We average about 11 trades a day. Now, so far in the month of May, we've gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 days, and 13 days, and we've had 145 trades. So that's just above, just a little tiny bit above 11 trades a day average. And that's it. So 13 days, and we're at $3,600 and $3,675. So that's better than 4 points a day average on the ES. Okay, it's actually better than 6 points a day average on the ES, I believe. Right? Let's just do the math. 3,600 divided by 13 is 275 divided by 50. It's better than 5. It's 5.5 points per day average. 5.5 ES points per day average. Our goal is to get 2 points a day. Okay, that's our goal. You can see in the prior months here what we had done. We had all this green in here. We're up $4,000, not $44,000, $4,000 in January, $3,900 in February, and February is when we had our down day this year. $5,200 in March, $5,392 in April, and so far in May we're up $3,675. This is our high right here. Hopefully we're going to be able to knock that off. What do we need to knock that off? We need about $1,500, right? We'll take care of that. Something like that. More than that. We need, I don't know, $2,000. $2,000 ought to take care of it. Anyway, that's a nice goal for us by the end of the month. $2,000 between now and the end of the month. Let's get into the trades, okay? If you have not taken a free trial with us, go to www.cfrn.net/apply. Sign up for the free trial. In the free trial, you get 5 luxurious business days in our live trading room. When you sign up for the free trial, take the free trial. Go download the platform, download our indicators, do the whole thing. Take the whole trial, okay? Take advantage of everything we have to offer, because that is what you're going to have to base your decision on. I know a lot of people, they get in there and then they end up going away somewhere. They they don't pay attention for 2 out of the 5 days or something like that, and then they come asking us for more time. Really? Just take the 5 days. Commit to taking a 5-day trial if you're going to take the 5-day trial. All right. We commit to helping you out during the 5 days, so commit to being there and taking advantage of it. All right. Sorry, I didn't mean to lecture anyone. Let's get into the trades. All right. On the crude oil, what did I take on crude today? I took a few trades. Most of them break even, but one of them was a loss. This last one right here was a losing trade. I tried to get into both of these trades, and I didn't fill on either one. That frustrated me. And I say it frustrated me because either one of those would have brought me back to break even or even positive. I took a short trade over here, and I took a break even on it. I took a long trade over here. I took a break even on it. In here, there was a shorting opportunity there. There was another one right in here, but the divergence was just about gone at that time. I was looking for more opportunities in here on the crude, but I just didn't have them. I had pointed out up here that this was topping action. I had drawn this in here, right about here. I had drawn that box in there, and I said this is topping action right here. And you can see that was the top right there. It topped out at 90. Let's say just call it 96 bucks a barrel, and it was at 10.35, and then about 40 minutes later, it was at $95 a barrel at at 11.11. So that's that's $1,000 a contract in between there and there. It turned around and started moving back up, and you can see it got just about back up to 96 bucks a barrel. It looks like that's what it's trying to do, and put in a double top up here. We'll see. We'll see if that's how it comes together. All right, that was crude oil. We ended -8 ticks on crude. On the Russell, not a lot to say on the Russell. We had one trade on the Russell. It ended up being a break-even trade. The trade actually worked out very well, but I ended up taking a break-even on it. There were a couple other opportunities in here this morning on the Russell that I missed. Oh, and you guys may have noticed the colors on the charts here. The the bars that don't have any color, and then the bars that do have color. The black ones and the orange ones. There's still in beta, all right? But it's out there for everybody to look at, and not everybody. It's out there for partners to look at. Okay, you have to be a partner to get that. Yeah, speaking of that, if you are a partner and you don't have it, send me an email at support@cfrn.net. Okay, if you're a partner and you don't have it and you want it, send me an email at support@cfrn.net. We have a classic head and shoulders pattern right here. We need to break down below the neckline right in here. All right, and down close below this level should send us down. Well, it's not a big leap, but down to this level, and then a break of that should send us down here to 987. Currently on crude oil, there's a test of the BBC with a down close right here, so there's an opportunity to short. All right. I'm sorry, not crude oil. That was the Russell. Gold. Let's jump in gold. Can I say what they signify? I can. They signify that, well, it depends on how sensitive you make them, because I put a thing in to determine the sensitivity of it. If you make them a little looser, you're going to have more bars, but if you make them super sensitive, which is a 6, the sensitivity goes from 1 to 6. 6 being the most sensitive, meaning that they would shut off sooner or turn on later. But you would have more confirmation. What it is it shows confirmation in direction. Okay? Confirmation in direction. That's what it shows. Okay? So, like right over here, it's saying there's a whole bunch of things saying get long right here. Okay, so if you have a long trade, I mean, there's no long setup right here, but if you did have a long setup, there are a whole bunch of things that are saying this should work. Like right over here, there actually was a long setup, and if you got long on this up close right here, if you got long and then you went into an orange bar, well, that should really give you some confidence in the trade, and then you can ride it out longer. Okay, that's what it was all about, right? Oh, I didn't even go through the trades. Sorry. we had a few trades here on gold today. Let me more than a few actually. We started out, gold was our first trade of the day, and we made 16 ticks on our first trade. we promptly lost our second trade and gave 8 ticks back. We did miss a trade here, and we missed a trade here, and we missed a trade there, and there, and there. This is the only one. I think we would have gotten a break even on this one. But these other ones were nice winning trades, and we missed all of them. There were a bunch more that we missed in here because I was really busy this morning with the new indicator thing that we put out there. I was really busy. But there are a bunch more trades in here, all right? And in here we got our original 8 ticks back. I think we got 7 back on that move. I had drawn in a box right there showing bottoming action if we didn't put in a lower swing at that time, and we did actually put in the lower swing, which was nice. Then it turned around and started moving up. I wasn't really paying attention to it as it moved up. Head and shoulder pattern here. Here's the head, here's the shoulder, here's the shoulder, here's the neckline. When it broke the neckline, it really dropped, which is good. Exactly what you'd anticipate. There were a couple of opportunities to short on the way down in here. Let's see, scrolling over, I got long in here. Took some profit. Shorting opportunity was right in here, I believe. Must have been, because I have it highlighted. Right in here was a shorting opportunity, and here was a shorting opportunity, and here was a shorting opportunity, and here was a shorting opportunity. In here, I think this was my last trade on gold. I got long in here, and clearly I did not get enough out of that because it moved up significantly, and I got a break even on it, I believe. There were a bunch more trades in here, okay? Right over here on the way down. Right here would have been a nice opportunity. Now, with the bar colors, I have mine set to just above medium sensitivity. Okay, mine are set to 4. If you set it to 1, pretty much all the bars will be colored. If you set it to 4, then that's saying that 4 out of 6 confirming factors are saying it's going to go down. If you set it to 6, it's saying 6 out of 6. But when you set it to 6, it's gonna trigger later. It might have triggered. It might have triggered on the close of this bar right here instead of the close of this bar up here. And it would have painted, it would have triggered like for 1 bar maybe. Yeah, 2 bars. It would have been triggered for 2 bars. It would have reset back here and then done it again right here on the close of this bar. So it's, with it set to 4, you have sort of medium sensitivity, a little better than medium. Anyway, there was plenty of opportunity in here to trade and to make money on gold today. All right, right here, I'm going to draw a big giant box here, guys. This is chop. Stay out of that. If you were trading just the color changes here, you'd be making money. But if you were trying to trade bounces off the BBC, you wouldn't be making anything right there. Okay, because they were just going right through the BBC. You weren't getting any bounces. Okay, that is gold. Now let me slide that off. The NQ, I didn't take a single trade on the NQ. I didn't really highlight much on the NQ today either, I don't think. There's a couple here, short right there, long right there. Neither one of those worked. There were a bunch of other trades in here, but I just didn't highlight any of them. There was a short there, a short there, a short there, a long here, a long here, a long here, a short right in here that didn't work, I don't think, and another one right in here that did, and it got pretty choppy in there. But we weren't trading the NQ today. I highlighted a couple of spots on the ES. Now I highlighted this area right here. Dwayne's already gone over, to some degree he's already gone over the expectations. We expect the ES is going to close down at 1650, 1651 today. I had highlighted this area right in here when it happened earlier today at 10:30. I had said this is topping action right here. And we should see it drop down from there. There was one opportunity to short it on the way down, which was right there. Unless you just happen to short the down close below with the black bar right there. And that's something that Dwayne was looking at last night. Alright, that was the ES. Now copper. Copper had a few nice trades here today. There was one right in there. There was one over here on the long side. Another one right here, short. I didn't trade any copper, but I know that there were some nice trades in there on the copper this morning. Okay. Again, just looking at the bar colors, when you when you get the close on the other side of the BBC, this is what Dwayne was looking at. When you get the close on the other side of the BBC with the right kind of bar, that usually indicates that things are going to start turning in that direction. Okay. The euro. I didn't trade the euro at all. I thought I was looking at the euro for a little while this morning, and I was actually looking at the Russell. So I didn't mark anything like that. There was, let's see, a shorting opportunity in here. I'm trying to see. Nah, not really. There was no opportunity in here at all. Anywhere. We can look at the 6B, but I don't know what that looks like. All right, the 6B. Now I think the sensitivity is set different on this. Hang on, let me just check it. Yeah, it is. Properties. If we set that to 4, I'm going to change that to show sensitivity instead. Now, okay, and close. There. Now you have the black bars and the orange bars. This is the pound. Okay, we had your bullish cross, your test of the BBC, and it's on a 2-minute chart. Why don't we flip that to a 4-tick range? It's no wonder why it didn't look right. Last night when we were in the partners meeting, my charts always get messed up in the partners meetings. Okay, so let's look at the pound here, and I'll have to go back and look at the euro too. Okay, there were some opportunities in here on the pound. I'm just not seeing any of them yet. There was a shorting opportunity right here that didn't go anywhere. There was a long right here. Really didn't go anywhere. One of those would have been a loss. One would have been a break even for me. Over here it started to move, and there was some shorting opportunities in here where you could have made some money finally. All right there and right there. And it bottomed out over here. That would have been a break-even trade. That was the pound. And let's go back to the euro, because I was looking at it on the wrong time frame. I didn't trade the euro or the pound this morning, so as a matter of fact, I hardly even looked at them. But you can see in here, if you're just going with the bar colors, things are okay. You can trade in here with just the bar colors, but our normal trade setups, there was a shorting opportunity right here. There was another one right there with very little divergence. Another one right there. You wouldn't need it to down close. Sorry, it wasn't right there. It was right over here. It was over here on that one. It changed.
Take a look at the gold right now. I just took this long trade in the gold.
Okay. I am here. I'll
Hello?
pop it up here. Yes, I'm here. Okay. So you went long on the gold. Your sensitivity, is it still set to 6, or are you on 4?
No, I'm on 4.
Okay. So you took the long right in here, right? Probably.
Nope. I took the first close above the BBC.
Okay.
Right there.
Right there.
So I had a drawdown. Okay.
Yep.
And it came within, I don't know, 2 or 3 ticks of stopping me out.
Okay.
But then it did that.
Nice. Very nice. And that was from, your entry was in here, 62.8 roughly, and it went up to 64.7 for a $190 gain. Nice.
Now, the trade before that, that one, if you, right there, that's the one you would enter on the open of that candle.
Yep, this candle.
And that had a pretty nice move.
Yep, 62.7 down to 61.4 for $130 move.
And if you go to the one before that, yeah, right there.
Yep, 62.
A little drawdown, but man, and see now this is two-sided action, guys. It's long, short, long. And if you go to the short before that and the long before that, and then the short before that, it gets a little redundant, but
yep,
I think that's a good redundancy.
Yeah,
so,
winning after winning after winning.
Use a hard stop. Got to protect your downside, but wow, talk about opportunity.
That is what I was. That's what I was noticing when I put the thing together, and that's actually what Frank has been doing. You know how Frank has been killing it in the pre-market for the last month. He's been doing, he's been filtering it. He's been doing something like this, but he's been filtering it a lot more. Just the colors alone would give you so many opportunities during the day. In the pre-market, for those of you guys who have, for those of you people who have regular jobs, where you have to get up in the morning and and go to work if you're not retired like a bunch of our guys are, or if you're if you don't own your own business and you have to go into an office setting, or drive a tractor or whatever you have to do. The pre-market hours are full of opportunity. All right, this is gold right here, and you can see in here on the pre-market hours, just using the same thing that Dwayne had just mentioned. I'll blow it up a little bit.
Short trade going off right now.
Okay, I'll pop over there just a sec. But just using what Dwayne had just mentioned here in the pre-market, 7:30 right here, you got your down close right below, and down it went. Over here you got an up close, and up it went. Over here you got an up close, and up it went. Over here you got a down close, and down it went. Over here you got a down close. This one drew back. Now if you had your stop way back up here, you might have stopped out on that one. But I just wanted to point out that this thing that we're working on here is good stuff. It's good stuff. Now the short trade that Dwayne was just talking about is right here. It would have been 63.6, and it drew down to 5 ticks. It had a 5-tick drawdown so far, and a profit of 6 ticks so far. And now you just watch and see if the thing goes down. All right. And
Rick, in answer to your question, what do the bar colors signify?
Yeah.
All the other indicators that are on, all we did was take all the other indicators that or Michael did, that are already on the chart, and we harnessed them and said, okay, are they all telling us the same thing? And he made it sensitive, so you could say, I want 4 out of things to be the same, or 5 out of things to be the same, or I want all 6 to be telling me the same thing. And so my sensitivity is set to 4 right now.
Yep.
So 4 out of the 6 things have to be confirming. And so, is yours set to 4 right now, Michael?
It is, yes.
I think yours looks just like mine, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So this trade has now been good. So this is like 3 in a row. I mean, or 5 in a row, or whatever it is.
Yeah, a whole bunch in a row.
Past performance is no promise of future results. But this trade here has already turned a nice profit.
Yeah, it has. And we say 2 points a day, and I know a bunch of you guys have had our free trial in the past, and it may have been too fast for you, it may have been too complicated for you. Drawing trend lines, looking for divergence, interpreting all that sort of stuff. This is not a lot of interpretation. We're testing it out right now. We'll probably be testing it out for the next week, and we'll probably in the partners meeting next week be doing the final touches on it, and probably the distribution in the CFRN package.
So I think what he's trying to say is that if you took the free trial in the past and it didn't come together for you, and you would like to try to harness the power of this new tool, send an email to support@cfrn.net. In the subject line, put, "Dude, I messed up." Okay? And then we'll send you a link to take the free trial again. All right? Remember, send your email to support@cfrn.net, and in the subject line, just put, "Dude, I messed up." That's all you got to say. We'll send you a link that will get you in for a second chance free trial.
Yes, indeed. I just flipped over to soybeans right here, and you can see the same things happening here on soybeans. But these are the trades that we took on soybeans this morning. We shorted right here for 12 ticks, and we went long over here for 8 ticks. Now, was there more opportunity? Why, yes, indeed, there was more opportunity. I was saying this morning in the live trading room, if we got up above here, we should get up to here. All right, and it took a long time to get up above here, but once we finally did, we went right up to that level. And looking left is always prudent, particularly with the beans and the grains. There's a bunch of money to be made today, guys. If you, as I was saying, as Dwayne just said, if you have not taken the free trial in the past, go to www.cfrn.net/apply, sign up for the free trial. If you have taken the free trial, just send us a quick email, like Dwayne just said. All right, and I think what we're working on here is good stuff. I think you guys will find it very useful. All right, we have all the partners that were in the meeting last night are looking at it right now, and hopefully the whole hive mind mentality is going to bring together some good good results for next week's partners meeting. All right. Now with that, I believe I am going to shut off the recording. Again, if you are currently on the free trial and your trial is about to expire, you need to make a decision, okay, about whether you want to become a partner or not. Give us a call, send me an email if you have questions about anything. My phone number is 949-423-6464. Again, that's 949-423-6464. Now, if you have any questions, just give me a call, and I will do my best to help you out. Now, that gold trade, you see how the bar color changed outside of black right there? So the gold entry would have been over here, 63.6. And, you know, you can put a profit target on it. You can look left for swing lows, you know, to 62. 62 would have been a good spot, 62.1. That's how we typically do it. When you look left, look for one tick above the prior swing is a good target usually. You can see it's pulling back here right now. One of our normal trade setups is about to happen, where it's pulling back up to test the BBC. There's a trend line. There's red on the cycle. There's bearish divergence. And there's a down close. So we'd have a short right here, a normal short entry right here at 1362.7. Get short right there and expect it to go through this swing low right here. Okay, that's what you would anticipate. There it goes. There's another 7 ticks profit or more. That's how it works, all right? That is exactly what we see over and over and over and over again. Watch for the green line to get down into the cycle. When it gets down into the cycle, you should expect another pullback, so lock in some profits, bank some money, and wait for the next opportunity. All right? That is where we're going to drop it right now. All right? I'm gonna stop the recording here. All right, guys. CFRN.net/apply if you haven't taken the free trial. If you're on the free trial and you're going to expire, or if you got the offer in the email, you should have an offer in your email. If you don't have the offer in the email and you want to know what it takes to become a partner, send me a quick email at support@CFRN.net. Okay, send a quick email to support@CFRN.net and just put partner info in it, and I'll send you off what it takes to become a partner. All right, that's it, guys. Wrapping it up.